Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Fly Island Guy. Today we are back in the Embraer 110 and we're here in Bonaire, and we're going to be heading over to Venezuela. The name of the airport is Josefa Camejo International in Paraguana, Venezuela. Now, we've spent a lot of time in Venezuela flying the Embraer 110, and we're really trying to get out of there, but it keeps pulling us back in. So this should be the last flight in Venezuela before we head out and kind of continue across to the rest of Central America. But right now we are flying some executives over there. This is actually a really short trip, probably about 38 minutes, and I was trying to put in the approach for this airport, but for some reason that there's nothing in the GPS here for that airport. So I'm just gonna fly the VOR approach kind of once we get closer, which is pretty much just gonna take us over the airport, and then kind of fly away and head back. But we'll talk about that once we start our descent. In the meantime, we are already started up and good to go. So the only thing that we're going to do now is just shut the main door, which is open. So let's go ahead and let's do that now. I don't think I pressed it. Here we go. Now, here in Bonaire, we're going to be departing runway 10, and I believe that should be off to our right. Just bringing up the taxi diagram here. No, sorry, it's off to our left, right. That's the very end that we touched down on. Alright, so we're going to prepare to get out of here. Set our flaps for takeoff. There we go. Right. This guy's gonna get run over once again. I've seen this airplane a lot at the airports. If we're looking kind of straight ahead, this guy right here. And up to now, I don't really know which aircraft this is. Kind of looks like the Embraer 120, but not quite. But it sort of reminds me of the Pilatus PC-12. I know the undercarriage is a little different, but it just reminded me of that because the people that came out with my favorite bane of my existence aircraft, which is the Kodiak 100, they have also released, or they're also going to be releasing the Pilatus PC-12. So turboprops are coming out in full effect. I don't know when that one's going to get released, but I'll definitely be getting that too. Weather-wise today, man, everything is looking absolutely amazing. From here pretty much all the way down to Venezuela. So we're going to be going up to 8,000 feet today. just gonna keep it kind of low and slow, and we'll enjoy the views of the water. And let's see what kind of approach, well, how the approach is gonna look when we get to Venezuela. Right, we're all lined up on the runway. Go ahead and get our strobes on. Landing lights can come on as well. And gonna get this guy set up. Also going to set the GPS. We got to set the CDI source. Set that to GPS. Well, we're going to switch over to Loc 1 eventually, so that we can actually fly the approach. But we'll get into that later. All right. Let's get out of here. Rotate.
Airborne time log.
And we can go gear up. Right, so we are up high enough now. Just trying to get the aircraft stable enough so I can actually switch on the autopilot. Let's go ahead and make that right turn there. Not too sure if you were diving towards the ground just now. That's better. Alright, so I hope everyone's been having a great day today. Sorry about that, I had to concentrate on my takeoff. I hope everyone's been having a great day. As I mentioned before, like my parents have gone back home, so I'm really able to kind of sit down and focus and put out a lot more content, or at least kind of produce a lot more content, so I can kind of get ahead and not play catch up so much, which is good for me. But also in good news as well, I have gotten a new job. So I haven't left my old one yet, but I will be probably the next week or so. So I'm looking forward to that. As usual, you know, more pay, more flexibility and all that good stuff. So it'll be good to be able to spend a lot more time with my family and, you know, not be tied down to the office building doing the whole 9 to 5 thing. So I'm really looking forward to it. And it should also give me some more time to focus on my channel as well, which is something that I'd really like to do. In terms of where we're going today, so I'm just sitting here looking it up. So the Paraguana peninsula, this is where we're heading. So it's situated off of the North Falcon State and comprises the municipalities of Caribana, Los Taques, and Falcon. I guess how you pronounce it. And the island of Aruba lies 27 kilometers to the north. Bonaire and Curacao are slightly farther away. And the Paraguana Peninsula is connected to the rest of the state by a natural isthmus of Medianas. Peninsula contains 2 oil refineries in the west city of Punto Fijo, and the output of these refineries is shipped internationally through the ports of Amue and Cardon. And the Paraguana Peninsula lies in the Caribbean Sea. Because it's almost completely surrounded by water, the peninsula is sometimes called an island and is sometimes considered as part of the Leeward Antilles. It was in fact an island early in the Holocene before a tombolo formed, joining Paraguana to the mainland. I actually have no idea what a tombolo is. Apparently a tombolo is a sandy isthmus. That does not help. What's an isthmus? An isthmus is a narrow piece of land connecting two larger areas across expansive water by which they are otherwise separated. A tombolo is an isthmus that consists of a spit or bar, and a strait is the sea counterpart of an isthmus. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So is there anything else we should know? Paraguana consists of two large oil refineries. As we said, the third largest oil refinery complex in the world. And the Paraguana Refinery Complex. Oh, that's what it's called. The Paraguana Refinery Complex. Most of the oil that PDVSA acquires is processed in this complex, and many engineers that work in the refineries have moved to the United States to work at Citgo. Interesting. So Paraguana is a duty-free zone, therefore many international shops, notably Arabian, have opened, and while most of the economy is centered on the oil industry, tourism is growing. And while most of the tourists come from other parts of Venezuela, many tourists come from surrounding countries such as Colombia, Aruba, Bonaire, Curacao, that's how they pronounce it down there, and even a few tourists from the United States. The beaches serve as a large part of the tourist attraction. There's luxury beachfront called Eurobuilding Villa Caribe. Paraguana also takes advantage of the duty-free shopping for tourism and opened a Paraguana mall, which is used for that. Two shopping malls are in the area. The mall Las Virtudes attracts a lot of people, and the mall Sambil Paraguana attracts many tourists and has a luxury hotel, Lidotel, in it. Western news sources point to Paraguana as being an ongoing construction site for launch purposes in connection with Iranian manufactured and imported ballistic missiles to the Bolivarian Republic under agreement of the late President Hugo Chavez. The peninsula is served by Josefa Camejo International Airport, that's where we're flying now, in Punto Fijo, among others. So I guess there are other airports there. It's pretty cool. Supermercado La Franco Italiana used to be headquartered in the peninsula. I'm assuming this is a supermarket chain until it was merged with Supermercados de Candido, which maintains branches there. So that's a couple small facts on the Paraguana Peninsula in Venezuela. And that's pretty much it, folks. Hope you guys learned a little bit, because I don't really know too much about this place. So we've already hit our cruising altitude as well. So what I'm going to do now is focus on preparing for our approach. So currently, our current flight plan has us, our current flight plan has us basically flying kind of out to here and then heading back in, which we can do, but I think I'm going to deviate from that. And well, let's look at the approach now, actually. Okay, that's approach. Alright, so we're going to do the runway. What is this? Runway 09. Well, the runway isn't specified. We're supposed to be landing on runway 09. So I think this is just a generic approach for landing there. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna tune this VOR 113.6 PRG, and we're just gonna basically fly towards it. Once we cross over it, we'll go ahead and set our heading to 280, and then we're gonna fly out for 10 nautical miles as per this diagram down below. And as we're doing that, we're going to descend to 2500. Once we've hit 10 nautical miles, we are going to head out. We're going to turn 325, and then we're going to come back on 145. Then we'll turn back onto 280, come in for the landing. And it's going to be a little offset, as you can see, but should be good to go. So before I go, what we'll do, let's just tune this VOR. I'll actually put it on nav 2, and let's see if this actually works, if it picks it up. So, oh shoot, wait, I think we are, oh no, we're good. I'm not sure why this works. Should be on GPS, not VLOOK. Alright. So our nav radio should be set to, as I said, 113.6. Okay, I was gonna say I'm not sure to change it. So do 113.6. And we'll actually go and swap it. Alright, so I don't know if you saw that. I think it sort of happened out of the corner, like out of the corner of our periphery, but I'm pretty sure now nav is now pointing to the VOR. So I'm pretty sure I saw it like just flip. So what we can do is we could change our source, our CDI source to VLOOK, and let's see what happens. So I honestly have no idea. It's telling me to set course to 268. Interesting. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 5, 6. Okay. So that's 2. This is 2.7. Okay. So I'm gonna follow what it says, and I'm gonna set our course to 268. Okay, there we go. And now what we can do is set our heading to match that. go into heading mode. Now we should pretty much be tracking that VOR. Alright. So just bear with me now. So ABS. Alright, so let's see where this pink line's going now. Just bear with me because I'm not 100% sure how this stuff works. I think at some point we should be intersecting it. This is the airport right here. I don't know. We'll figure this out there. But alright, I'm gonna mess around with that and see if I can get it working, because yeah, I'm not 100% sure what to do here. And when we get back, we'll be starting our descent into Paraguana. Alright, I'll be back, folks. Peace. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We've started our descent into Paraguana. If you look off to our left, that's that little jut of land, or that little piece of land that I was reading about to you guys, that's connecting the peninsula to the mainland. So that's looks pretty cool to see. We come back to the flight deck now. As you can see, we are descending at about 800 feet per minute, heading straight towards the airport. Now, before I left, you saw that I was kind of struggling to get the whole VOR tuning figured out. So basically what I did, as you saw before, I just tuned the frequency, 113.6. I switched the CDI to VLOG. I don't think that really makes a difference, but I was told to set the course to 268. Got a little message that told me to do that. And then I just went into nav mode. And from there, what I did was it just kind of took a course to like intercept the 268 radio. Once it intercepted it, it kind of turned turned on to 268, and it's pretty much just been holding it there ever since. So if we take a look at our approach, this is us right here, the pink diamond. We are heading towards the airport now. In fact, we're heading directly for this this VOR. So once we hit the VOR, we're gonna turn to 280, and we're just gonna follow that for 10 nautical miles, and then we're gonna do this turn, then come back in again. All right. So we should be coming back in on, just gonna look at what this is here. I guess 095 is what we should be looking to come back onto. So I'm just gonna keep that in mind. If you look down here, the DME counter here is showing basically our distance away from the VOR. Once it hits 0, that's when we're going to turn to that's when we'll turn to 280, and then we'll just kind of watch the DME counter go back up to 10. It's the airport right in front of us. Just going to be flying over it. So this isn't really an approach I wanted to do, but we've been kind of forced to do this. Sort of, if you want to stick to, want to stick to something realistic, I guess. So we hit 4,000 feet. And once we cross the VOR, we'll be descending to 2,500. So 1.3 DME. Gotta get prepared. Right now we're setting our heading for 280. I think it's on there. Yep. So if you look now on the diagram, we're tracking 280. When it hits 10 DME, we are going to go out to 325. In the meantime, you can also descend to 2,500. We'll do 1,000 feet per minute, it's fine. Beautiful country down here. As I mentioned, also when I was reading, let's talk about refineries, oil refineries here. So it makes sense that we'd be seeing what looks like refineries down here. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go 325. I'm going to turn to heading 325, then come back around to 145, and then turn on to heading 100. That's when we get 10 nautical miles out. So we're at 6.3 right now. Alright, what's the message here? Set course to 217, 218. I will ignore that for now. Alright, so I'm going to follow the procedure exactly as it says. I think 10 nautical miles might be the max we're supposed to head out, so I think we could actually go and turn to 325 now. So, where is it? That is 310, 320, 325. The only thing, it doesn't say how long to go out to 325 for. So I think we slightly did this approach wrong. I think it was supposed to go out 70 ME and then make that turn, not wait until 10. That's fine though. Okay, so now let's turn back now onto 145. Oops. It's right there. Beautiful water. Here. Let's turn back to heading 100 now. So I kind of messed this up slightly, but it's okay. For the most part, it was done sort of okay. So airport's right in front of us here, and we're gonna start preparing. So gonna get our flaps down to slow down. Got an awesome wind farm off to our left. Looks amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and start flying it in by hand. It's a beautiful clear day anyway, so it's all good. All right. Comms check, fuel's fine. Undercarriage down. And we have maximum RPM. Fuel condition level is set to high idle. Inertial separators are on. Landing lights are on. Let's go flaps to full. Now we only need to worry about being lined up on the runway, because we're a little off. Look at that huge wind farm. Awesome, look at that. Alright, so according to the airport diagram, landing runway 09, just about halfway down, we'll turn off to the right, and that's how we'll get to the terminal. So we are going really slow right now, so I'm just going to try and speed things up.
between 080 and 13 knots.
Beautiful mountain in the distance. City off to the right. One white, one red. Approach is good. Let's cut the throttles.
Landing time log.
Reverses. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Paraguana. Josefa Camejo International. Back in Venezuela again, one more time. Right. Inertial separators will come off. Get the landing lights off as well. So this is like the second VOR approach that I've done, purely VOR. So it wasn't 100% perfect, but it goes a lot better than my first attempt, that's for sure. Alright, so it looks like we have a Marshall here.
Engine off time log. Flight is finished. It has been monitored by OnAir.
Alrighty, folks. That's the end of the flight. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was a little more chill than some of our previous flights. Hopefully this will be our last flight in Venezuela. Just kind of looking at the map here. Not too sure what the next country over is. Let's see. Yeah, so I think Colombia is next door. So maybe our next flight will be heading to somewhere in Colombia, maybe Panama. We'll see. We'll see what the OnAir gods have for us then. Somebody made a comment in one of my videos about pretty much showing more about like what's going on in the OnAir side of the company. So this is just to sort of go through the review of the flight. So reputation change was 0.71%. This particular trip was paying 16,660 credits because it was an executive flight with 7 passengers. So overall I obtained all the bonuses: comfort bonus, safety bonus, aircraft handling bonus, and I got the soft landing bonus as well, which is an additional 5%. Actually, we have a female captain for this aircraft, so I've been hiring on people for specific flights. So I have different pilots for different flights. So Katia Oster is our PIC for the Embraer, and pretty much if it's going to be any kind of one pilot aircraft to do these Caribbean flights, it'll most likely be her flying. So let's back up and let's head over to our home page. And so overall, this is where I stand financially. Kind of rebuilding the cash again after a unexpected maintenance that I had to do. I don't even know if you could see it in the list here, but yeah, I pretty much had to pay $500,000 or 500,000 credits to do a maintenance on my CJ4, and at the time I had just below, I think it was 550 to do everything, and I think I had a little below that, maybe like 520 or so. So I ended up taking out a loan for 550,000 or whatever to actually get the maintenance done, so I can get the aircraft back in the air as fast as possible. Then I paid off the loan right away, which pretty much zeroed me back out in terms of like cash in the company. And the trips that I've been doing that you guys have been seeing have kind of brought me back up to 123,000. It's probably been over the past few weeks. So financially we're doing well, just really trying to build up that money. Next goal is to build an FBO, because I don't have any, and hopefully this would also generate some money as well. I think I'm going to do it in Canada, and yeah, just continue flying. So I don't take the economic side of this too seriously. Really, I use OnAir to choose my flights. It just makes things a lot easier than kind of decide where to go. But kind of having this side of it as well makes it a little more interesting too. Outside of that, that's it for today, folks. As I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the flight. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll be back with another video very, very soon. Shout out to everyone who's watching, man. Looking forward to see your comments in the comment section. That's it for me. As usual, stay safe, and most importantly, stay fly. This is your boy Fly Island Guy. I'm out. Peace.